What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Many of you brothers heard about the viral situation that occurred with Sister Kelly Price. And if you guys know anything about Kelly Price, I think the Soul of the Woman album came out in 1998. I bought that album. I had to be no longer older than 17 or 18. I forgot if I bought it in 99, but it was a great album, right? And My Secret Love, that song I used to have on repeat, family. I had it on, my mom liked that song. I love Kelly Price, right? But we all know that Kelly Price has always had a problem with her weight, always been big, okay? And she struggled severely with that weight. And I would say if Kelly Price had been more marketable, let's say at the same size as somebody like, let's say Faith Evans, somebody like Mary J. Blige, her career would have really took off, because the talent was there, but it just never did. And people really made fun of her for her weight. So she came out with this clip.
Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things that you say about other black women, but you're an activist and you are educated and you are this and you are that and you are the other. I'm letting you have it right now because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues looking like a in clothes that you said that I look nasty in. And my feet are so damn big, and who dressed me, I'm still gonna be making my money. I don't even do this, but I'm so sick of black people and I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, and Lord, pray for me, because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay? I'm not there yet.
And so not only did she come out against black women, but then Claressa Shields did something very similar, backing up Kelly Price.
Now, usually, I don't let people, negative Nancy's, okay? I usually don't let them mess up my day, my morning, right? But today, I gets on the Instagram and I see some people done triggered and then got told out by Kelly Price. I love Kelly Price music. And today when she spoke about how it's mainly black women who are saying some of the meanest and nastiest things to her. And it pissed me off. Because she ain't lying. That's the part about it. She ain't lying, right? She ain't lying, and she said something that I want people to just keep in their mind. I'm gonna actually play her video when I give me a free hand. She said, y'all said some of the most nastiest stuff, right? And she pointed out that it was black women. And then she said to say, educated, pretty. She went on to say a whole lot. And I'm sitting there looking at this because y'all got so much to say about those who you think you can judge. Talk about their clothes. Talk about their shoes. Talk about how they look, their size. Y'all got so much to say. Right? But your life not together. You're not happy. You're insecure. You feel ugly. You're in an abusive relationship while you're judging others' relationship. Your boyfriend been beating your ass for you don't know how long you sticks with him, but you want to judge me. You want to talk about Kelly Price being comfortable in her shoes and comfortable in her skin because you're not comfortable in your skin. You're living for other people. But y'all want to go messing with Kelly Price. Them pissed me off this morning. Them piss me smooth off. Because leave folks alone. Leave folks alone.
And so I want to get back to the whole idea of the manosphere. And, the manosphere pretty much is dead. I think all of the discussions have shaped a lot of the guys' ideology. We all look at the world different because of the manosphere's influence. I was influenced by the overall manosphere, and then was in the subculture of the Black Manosphere. And the Black Manosphere added so many layers to the overall manosphere. It made it very culturally unique. And so now the way that it really is now is, talking about these things get you demonetized. Talking about these things will make consider you to be hate groups and all of this stuff. And the reality is that's probably the best thing that's ever happened. Why do you say that, O'Shea? Why do you say somebody who was so big and involved in the manosphere, how can you say that? Well, because it proves the manosphere's point overall, especially in the Black Manosphere, that while Black men do have problems, that Black men were not the only problem. And the way that you know that is now Black women are arguing against or amongst themselves about the same issues that Black men are complaining about, okay? And this is something that is true amongst many Black women that want to talk about it, is that Black women inherently have a lot of issues amongst one another, just like Black men have amongst one another, but we will never deny that. But so many of the problems that Black women were facing, Black men were getting the blame of those issues. Now, with Black men not as open to talk about it, because not that Black men won't, but kind of the discussions kind of have been had, right? Kevin Samuels did almost the best work. Nobody can really go behind that. Then other guys talked about it from a different perspective or a worldwide perspective. Maybe like Andrew Tate had a pretty good influence on the community. And so now almost everything that can be said about it has been said. But now the issues still remain Black women and Black women led. And Black men are just sitting back and just, observing this and like, yeah, I told you guys so. Like, And at what point do Black women, at what point are they going to be able to say that, you know what, for me, what are my problems? Like, if a lot of Black women look at who they may have some issues with, first is going to be with Black people. It may be with Black women altogether, and then that's the dangerous part. That is really the dangerous part, because now it's not about Black men anymore. It isn't. It's about everything else. And so now once we get into that, where's the accountability? Because now Black women are saying this, and now it's going to force Black women to cover ground, especially feminists. Because if you're going to sit around and say that Black men are doing X, Y, and Z, if you're going to sit there and say that Black men are doing X, Y, and Z all the time, then you're going to have to cover that ground and then explain, well, since Black men are not in the conversation, how can you express this? Can you express this? Explain this. Explain Claressa. Explain Kelly Price. Explain the Black women in the comment sections agreeing with them. And what you found over time, and I can tell you this as far as the Black Manosphere as it became more popular, don't get me wrong, you had a lot of Black women who were against it, but do you know who really started supporting the Black Manosphere at the end? Black women themselves. The Black Manosphere started becoming popular with Black women, because at first they were like, nah, this is a little bit too harsh. But now as it became more digestible and more logical, Black women were like, oh yeah, I see what. Even my mom, she was like, nah, because my mom is one of them super, old school, and, not really, taking so much accountability for, certain things that happen in relationships. But I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. That put a lot of pressure on the community, and a lot of Black women, and even my mom said, I've been seeing this. I see what y'all talking about. I see it. I've been seeing it since I was a little girl. Now that you've expressed it, now I see it. I see it in other people, and I even see it in my sisters. I see it in myself. That's the issue. Now I see it. Now I see it. At first, I didn't see it, but now I see it. That wasn't something that people saw before. So then now women start saying, well, hold on. It may be harsh how they're saying it, but they not lying. They're not lying. Tell me if they lying or not. Yes, it may not be the best way to say something, or they lying. Now, once you start to say that, then that was different. It was different. What was then the case then? Okay, what was the case? Now at that point, you can't defend that. And the certain things that I would say women will have problems with or take issues with, you're gonna have to defend it. You're gonna have to defend it. You're gonna have to cover that ground. Why y'all don't want to defend it and why you don't want to cover that ground? Are these men lying on you? Yes or no? Are they lying on you? So they're not lying on you. No, they're not lying on you. Okay, so they were telling the truth. Not every woman, but is it enough truth? If the answer is yes, downbad.com. All you gonna say, downbad.com. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Here's your for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We out.